Hey, what is up guys? My name is Stan and welcome back to another video. So if you are familiar with cinematography or filmmaking, then you've probably already seen gears on lenses before. They're basically to help you focus, to do focus pulling, or if you have a motorized setup to help with either zooming or focusing. And up until now, you can generally buy lenses with those focus gears, but they either are very, very expensive or very basic in function, meaning manual focus only, prime lenses with only focus. The other option is to buy a regular lens and add these belts onto the lenses, basically clip these things around the lens to help add gears to the lens. So that solution really isn't that elegant. So that's where this comes in. Now this is a nifty little product from Follow Focus Gears. I saw some good reviews about it, so I decided to pick them up to check it out to see if they can work for my own setup here. Now, these are actually 3D printed gears that are designed to slip over your existing lens, zoom lens, whatever lens. And what they have is a pretty good catalog of existing lenses and options, and they can even make custom gears for your lenses if you need, if they don't actually have anything already designed. So I guess what I'm saying is they can, if you've got a lens, probably they can get you gears for that lens. Now, this right here, this is a C200 with a Sigma 18-35 lens, and the actual bracket caddy here, this is the Edelkrone Head Plus unit without the rest of the Head Plus, just the bracket. Now, the lens that I decided to pick up the bracket for is, again, the Sigma 13-35, which is basically my main lens on the C200. I picked up both the focus lens, as well, a focus ring, as well as the zoom ring. You can just pick up one, you can pick up one or the other. I decided to go with both, and you can actually get these in multiple colors. I chose black because black, you know, they're supposed to slip right on and basically stay there. So I think that black is the most inconspicuous look. Probably without looking that hard, you won't even realize that this thing is on. So the zoom ring, this is the zoom. Actually this is the focus. This focus ring just slips right on. And this is actually my first time doing it. I'm just, we'll see how it goes. So actually that slipped right on, no problem. It wasn't tight or anything. It just went right on. And this right here, this is the zoom ring coming in from the back here. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to slip it in from the front because I've got this right here, but from the back here, let's see if it goes on, how well it goes on. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. So that was basically finger tight. It's actually not too bad. And check that out. That looks almost like a stock lens. The gears really don't look like it's really that much out of place. And the zooming, the focusing works just as it works before. So at least on the outside, it looks pretty good. Now, the gears themselves, have a 0.8 millimeter pitch on them. You can get these actually in different pitches. But the 0.8 I think is the cinema standard. So basically this is going to be 0.8. Most lenses that you're going to be buying are 0.8, so that's kind of the standard. They do include additional information to tell you that if you had any issues getting these gears on, the 3D printed gears on, if you had a gear that was too tight, for example, you could use a little bit of sandpaper to smooth out the inside to get it on, or you could use, a heat gun to get it a little softer to get it on if it was really, really tight. Or if it was too loose, you could probably use a little bit of tape or some kind of shim to get it a little bit tighter. But from what I'm seeing here, this slipped on really easily, and if I had to actually to take it off, I'd be able to take it off, but it slips on really easily and it doesn't move all that much. It's not slipping. If I had to, I could probably pull it off, but it's on there pretty good. So initial impressions, this looks like it's a really, really well designed product. So with this gear engaged now, it looks like it engages perfect. There isn't any slip or anything like that. And let me get this all installed and let me take a look. All right, so check this out. What I've got here is the C200 all hooked up to the Head Plus unit, Edelkrone Head Plus unit I've got. And right now the focus or the motor is connected to the zoom ring right here. And what you can see here is it's actually zooming in and out and in and out in a repeat mode. The end result is actually very, very smooth, and what you'll see is it's almost as if it's a perfect zoom, almost like it's a digital zoom. And the end result is partly because of the Head Plus unit, but also partly because of the follow focus gear and the way it slipped onto the lens very, very snugly. There isn't any play, there isn't any wiggle room. It's just very, very smooth, and it moves exactly as you expect it to. So if I were to move the motor from here to the zoom ring, then you would be able to change your zoom as you make your slide or make your pan or whatever. So yeah, if you're in the market for gears for your lens and you're really not that happy with the performance of these belt gears, or you're not just unwilling to spend all that much money for lenses that actually have the gears built into them, I would definitely check out Follow Focus Gears to see if you can get a set of gears for your lens. And even if you don't actually find your specific lens on their website, they certainly can do custom gears for your lens, and you can get them in different colors. You can get them for the zoom, for the focus as well, or get them both like I had right here. I think this was like, both of them combined was less than $50, so each one is like 30 some dollars, so it really is not that expensive. And considering the price of a actual lens with gears on them, you're either paying a lot of money or you're paying money for loss of functionality, such as manual focus zoom or manual focus lenses that only have a focus ring on them. Basically, this is really the best of both worlds in terms of performance, in terms of capability, and overall usability, in my opinion. So in any case, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something, make sure to hit that like button and perhaps consider subscribing if you want to see more content on this channel. Anyway, my name is Stan. I'll see you guys in the next one.